Welcome back to Can I Play, episode 4 of the SnowRunner playthrough. I am back at the garage with the Fleet Star, and we are going to pick up where we left off with the farm deliveries, which means I need to go get bricks. That's the last item I had to do: bricks, wood planks, and metal planks. I need to head up to the warehouse, which I unlocked by finding the tower in the previous video when I almost almost rolled over the con. And I'm going to head up here to where the warehouse is now and pick up those bricks. There's a couple really muddy spots on the way here that this vehicle, especially with the highway tires on it, is really going to struggle with, and you're going to have to definitely use a lot of winch to get yourself out of sticky situations. But both of them have kind of a bypass, and I'm going to take that approach. It sort of goes to gameplay style, where you can choose to brute force your way through a lot of things, or you can unlock the more main paths, fix the bridges, fix the rock slides, and use your trucks to kind of take the paved roads and that type of thing. No right way to play. Do whatever you enjoy. For watching somebody do a playthrough, I would I would prefer not to watch the person get stuck in the mud and then winch themselves every 5 feet to get where they're going. So I'm going to try to stay on the paths that work for the vehicles I have a little bit better. This vehicle, even with all-wheel drive and a diff lock, is just not great in deep mud. And it's really the tires. This is the Fleet Star. I think there's a Pay Star that you can get pretty early game, especially if you sell any of your other trucks. And if you get that vehicle and also put the all-terrain tires on it, which may be locked behind a level up, I'll have to look at that. But that vehicle with all-terrain tires does really well. And it's a similar style truck to this. You can put a flatbed 2-spot cargo on it. There's a number of things you can put on it. It's a little bit longer, actually, because I believe you can put the flatbed and the small crane on it, which is useful for picking up cargo off the ground for later missions when there's cargo that's been lost according to the mission that you're dealing with, and so you need to crane it onto your delivery vehicle. It's getting to be nighttime again. Got the headlights on. A little slippery spot there. This terrain is not too bad, other than a couple of bad patches. And there's another one coming up here that's even worse. And somewhere, I want to make sure I don't get lost here. Nope, not there. It's like, if I go straight, I guarantee you I will get stuck. I have gotten stuck in this vehicle. But I can take this bypass here, and it just goes sort of around the worst part. A little surprised I didn't take damage there, given some of the previous much smaller bumps that gave me damage in this truck. Getting a little foggy as well, which makes it extra challenging. Alright, which way do I want to go? Oh yeah, I'm still on sort of the bypass, so I need to just continue going straight. Oh, sorry, trees. There we go. There is sort of another loop to get to the warehouse from the garage, but it's up sort of straight up a hiking trail almost looking thing. You can take it with a scout truck, but I think this vehicle would really struggle, especially loaded. Oh. Almost as if on cue, I get stuck. Block the diff. We're moving. Very slowly, but we're moving. It's certainly going to not be easy coming back through here with an actual load of bricks. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to spot that area where I got stuck in the dark. Guess we'll see. There are telephone poles along the way. I think that the game almost is set up for certain routes, especially in the early game, having good spots to winch off of. Come on, little Fleet Star. There we go. Now I got some traction. You can tell when it upshifts is when you're getting some traction, getting some momentum. It almost feels like I'm in low gear. I can't believe I'm struggling. I mean, this is dirt, but it's really struggling up this path. Finally, we get to some pavement. That fog is great. Look at that. That is wild. There's a trailer. We'll drive past that and at least pick up the XP for discovering a trailer. New trailer discovered. 30 XP. Alright, we need 2 bricks. And then we gotta turn around and go to the farm. One, two. Alright, I'm going to pull up the map and plot my route here a little bit. So, this is the road we just came down that's paved. Oops. Hit the wrong button and went back to the warehouse. Back to my truck. This is the shortcut path that I was referring to, but I don't think this vehicle can make it. And I'm not sure any of these routes are any better. This is over by the tower, because that's the con right there. So I think we need to go back the way we came. And if we can make it to the garage, then I think we're good. Because from the garage to the farm, even with a load, is pretty reasonable. Not looking forward to some of that mud that we struggled with when we were empty on the way back. But we can do it. Some of those bad parts were slightly uphill, which means they'll be slightly downhill on the way back. It's the way it works, in case you don't know. And then if you can just sort of keep one side of the truck kind of out of the worst of the mud, you get a little bit of traction. Although you have to be careful that you don't end up tipping or veering all over the place. This is not the most narrow road, but certainly if I get too far to the left, I'm going to be in trouble or hit a telephone pole. Again, the driving dynamics that they were able to build for this game are pretty amazing, because you're driving along straight and then all of a sudden you hit a rut and the front end of your vehicle, you know, bounces to the left and you've got to correct to avoid going down the mountainside. Lock the diff here for a second to get through the worst of this. I think this is where I was very slow before on the way up to the warehouse. Come on. I believe I mentioned in a previous video, this is where the extra transmission gears helps that you can unlock by finding upgrades later in the game, because it gives you the ability to go into a diff lock mode while having a slightly higher gear than that crawl speed. Come on. Ooh. It's terrifying sometimes to all of a sudden get traction where you were not getting traction, and then your truck goes flying around a corner but you weren't expecting it to pick up speed. Downhill for a little bit here. There is that other mucky spot that I went around on the way up, coming up here. I'll have to take the bypass again to avoid getting stuck. Little first-person action. I already feel it starting to slow down a little bit. Oh, there we go. Just as I say that, it picks up speed. All right. Just kind of skirt around the outside here. I know this probably looks just as wet, but it's definitely slightly more traction than going straight down the middle. I'm not certain if the road conditions actually degrade as you drive on them or not. It's something I've seen questioned. Come on. No. Am I stuck? Or just moving very slowly? Still moving. These tires are not built for this kind of mud. Need an upgrade as soon as I can. Alright, we're heading back down past the garage. Coming up here on our left. And we've got some pavement for a little while. The trick here will be not to pick up so much speed that I end up crashing. Like so. I kind of wish you could... that there was a mode. I'm not sure what buttons they would use, but it'd be nice to be able to manually shift. So you could pick a gear and stay in it for certain areas where picking up too much speed is actually dangerous. They've got the low gears, which you can use even for going down steep slopes to avoid picking up too much speed. Which again, especially with the 3 low gears and the more advanced transmissions, is very helpful. Almost there. And we should pick up some nice XP and some money. I might head back to the garage after that and see what is available for upgrades. Forgot I left that trailer right in the middle of the drop-off zone. Alright. Oh, we've been promoted to level 3, rank 3. I'm not sure what's available at rank 3. Let's check out what we have for missions now. We have unlocked the essentials. Usually, there's only one unlocked contract per company. I guess these are companies, right? Husky Forwarding, Dyson Diesel, Steel River Township. So you can see I can do the essentials, but I can also jump down here and there's Pipe Dream, etc. Let's stick with this for now. Oh, more farm deliveries. Oh, deliver to the farm Smithville Dam. So that's a completely different farm. So it wants me to take bricks, wooden planks, and fuel to a farm in Smithville Dam. I don't know that we're ready to go that far yet. Let's see what we have for Pipe Dream. Deliver to the factory. Heavy fuel tanker semi-trailer. So that's around here. That's not too far off from the farm. In fact, we can go straight through here and pick that up there and deliver to the factory. That is all the way on the other end of the map. The problem is I've been talking about them because I'm aware of them from my previous playthrough, but there are roads that are impassable right now because there's bridges out or rock slides or power lines down. I might look, what might be useful then is actually looking at the tasks, because the tasks are in, yeah. So the mountain bridge, which writes there, metal planks, concrete blocks. And I don't know, I think I have to deliver these in order. I'm pretty sure when they're split up like this, you have to deliver them in order. Let's take this on next. Let's work on this mountain bridge, but I'm going to end this video here and start a new one. I know this is a little bit short, but I'm trying to get a few more videos posted to the channel since it's brand new. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, please give me a like and a subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I will see you next time.